Latest book I read, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. One of my favorite parts of this book is when Peter Thiel talks about the importance of believing in secrets. Basically, he's talking about believing you can do/create something new. He contrasts what he calls vertical growth with horizontal growth. Most growth in business is horizontal, copying what's been done and expanding and improving on it, going from one to a larger number. But the most important growth is vertical, going from 0 to 1. The second big idea that stood out to me is that despite common perceptions, monopolies are actually good, not bad. Monopolies created through innovation, that is, and not government cronyism. Going from 0 to 1 is creating a monopoly, and when done correctly, it is the best way to succeed as an organization and truly change the world. The third big idea is that for an organization to be truly impactful, the founder has to have a vision. In other words, they can't be someone who settles for slightly better iterations of what's currently being done. This relates to the idea of vertical growth. The founder, being an essential part of the culture of an organization, has to be a little bit crazy. The most intriguing part about 0 to 1 for me was Peter Thiel's comparison of different philosophies and how they affect progress and the way that we plan the future. He talks about definite and indefinite pessimism and optimism and how they play out in societies. This is super interesting to me because he talks about how his ideas run counter to what Malcolm Gladwell, one of my favorite authors, expounds on in his book Outliers, and why Gladwell interprets success data the way that he does. Big takeaway from this section is that definite optimism is the only way to build the future, so plan and plan big. Better to have a bad plan than no plan at all. There's a lot that I just mentioned here. I didn't really dive into the why or the how, but he does explain all this in the book. If this piqued your interest at all, I definitely recommend you read the book. If you're looking for a step-by-step guide to build a company, this isn't it. But if you're an entrepreneur or someone who wants to make a lasting impact on the world, this will challenge your presuppositions and help you understand what really has to happen in order to go from 0 to 1 and build the future. Check it out. Smash that like button. I'm trying to make a short video on each book that I read this year, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.